Baldwin County. And it said no. It said send it to everyone in your database because even if they don't live in Baldwin County, they still could fill it out for wherever they live. And then it gives you a reason to call them. And you say, oh, hey, you want to sell your house, then you get a referral, even if they live in Michigan, whatever. So I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, and it was not my idea. I can tell you that. It was Michael Reese's idea. And this is he's obviously selling a program that's called Win Every Listing or Dominate Your Neighborhood or whatever it is. And
Mhm.
so I was like, I can duplicate that.
Jeff, we don't know anything about that.
And that's the post. I just wanted to get it in here in the recording so people could see it. Because yeah, and you so ChatGPT put all this together for you.
Yeah, every bit of it.
Yeah, awesome.
It even told me where to find that picture. That I said, where can I find? Because it suggested to add a picture of someone walking into a house with a for sale sign. I said, can you create the picture that I can use copyright free? And it created that picture.
There you go. That's awesome. And then I saw toys. This is Toy put together a landing page for new homes. Did you do this with did you use AI to do this right here, Toy, like your post?
Yeah, I use AI as much as I can.
Okay.
So same thing with Andy. There's no way I could do all this by myself. So yeah, I just learned KV Core online. It's Anthony Duran. He's a genius. He's so wise. He's amazing. So working on my KV Core, doing all that, squeeze page.
Hmm.
It's so easy. And then you can actually connect your KV Core to Google. Like there's so much stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing I learned the other day, and I just implemented right away, and I got a lead within 30 minutes or so, and then another lead a couple hours later. So I replied to them right away. I'm going to put them into my KV Core and nurture them and use ChatGPT to give me an email drip on these new people that likes new homes and Surprise AZ. See where we go.
Now with this, it's going to a link right here. Like when I
Yeah.
clicked on it, it takes you here. Is
Yep.
is yours set up where like they can see a couple homes and then like the third home or something, they have to put in their name and their email and to keep
Click,
going with it, and then you get the lead. Okay, so tease
click
them a
on
little bit. Yeah.
click on that first one and you see what happens.
All right, there we go. Clicked on that one. I want to view the details. Okay, there's the detail. Oh, look at that.
Oh, immediate. That's what Andy. That's what Anthony Duran said. They want to see it, they gotta pay. So there's no freebie, he said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
That's
So I
awesome.
got two right away yesterday. So
That's cool.
just
Well,
keep
again, I
applying.
mean to post it, like to post that, to repost that, several times. You could do that, whatever. But then even to post like, these are new build homes. You could do the same kind of posts for different neighborhoods, school districts, price ranges, first time buyers, move up buyers, luxury buyers. You could create multiple things and do this multiple times a day, and you're just going to get more and more leads. It doesn't
And
cost
then
anything. That's the best part about
yeah.
it.
And I put that in my Google products. That's one thing I learned from Anthony. You put this in your Google products, it shows up and it sits there too. It's
On your
really
business
good
on your business page,
on your business page
Google
under
business page.
under products.
Okay, right, right.
Before I was doing updates, he said products was better.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. Who's the guy you're using or learning on KB Core from?
Anthony Duran.
Anthony Duran. Okay.
Yeah, he's great. He's amazing, and we got such a great deal with the global tables, like 1995 a month when everybody else was so much more. That's great.
Is he an agent using KV Core and just teaching other agents, or is he a KV Core expert or something? I mean, is that what he does? He's
He's
a
a KV Core expert, and he does real estate too. He does sell, but
Gotcha.
he's an expert with KV Core. Yeah,
Okay. Anthony Duran.
yeah, he's great.
Might be something we could bring him in on a Tuesday.
Oh, for sure. He's amazing.
Making a note. Call Anthony Duran.
Yes.
So, okay,
He's gold nugget, buddy. I'm telling you.
cool. Good. What else is going on, everybody? What's new? Abby, how long you been in real estate, Abby? You're muted. Sorry. You're muted. Abby, there you go.
Yeah, since October 2023.
Okay.
And I finished my mentorship program in December with 3 contracts closed.
Okay.
And then I've had a closing in January, a closing in February. I might have 2 this month, working on the
Good.
second one.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where are you getting like the closings you're having? Is it coming from like your sphere, like people you know, or is that where that's the best place to start? You know?
Yeah, it's my sphere. I'm old, so I don't do much of this social thing.
Yeah.
I'm not good in it. I've tried to learn it and I just do the best I can. However, I just rely wholly on my sphere. I go to another mastermind with Sean on Thursday in Colleyville. And so whatever he said yesterday, I already heard about it. And so I've been following through with that, and that's really been helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean, who is it? Sean.
Corbett.
Okay. Very cool. Good. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
It's a good start. Anybody been through the Fast Cap program? I've been kind of pushing that with people that are new and joining us, especially. I think probably good for anybody to go through, from everything I'm hearing, whether you've been in the business for 20 years or 3 months,
It's
So,
actually good
Hunter,
for everybody because when I was doing it, I saw people that have been 15 years into it, 20 years into it, and they always say they've picked up one new thing that they never knew before.
Yeah. For
Can you
sure.
tell us a little bit about that program? I didn't take it, so I'm curious.
I think it's under the mentorship program, the fast track. I can't remember how I got into it, but I loved it. But I can find out and gets the information and send it.
I
Does
can
anybody
tell you.
know?
What's that? Go
Sorry.
ahead, Mike.
So Hunter is going through that program right now.
Mhm.
I can tell you that you definitely need to know the times and days of the week that they're running it, because you get if you miss more than one class, you're out. Okay. I do know that they've been sending him as part of what he's doing. I think he's got a preview like 3 homes per week. I think it was a CMA a day. I think it was something like that. I know you've got to make a certain amount of calls, not like over amount, but whether it's your past clients and you're touching base, whoever it may be. And I can't remember what else there was with that, but like if you're showing property or you're previewing property, there you have to supply proof of like the address and maybe whether it's a quick video clip or something while you're there. So they're definitely keeping on track.
Mhm. I'll show you. Here's the best way to do any of this kind of stuff, guys. When you have questions, I just did this. So if you go to Workplace, and I just typed in up here in the search bar, Fast Cap, just all one word, hit search, and then right here, most recent first. I usually click that, and then what it does right here. This was 16 hours ago. Tired of working hard, but still not reaching your goals. Whatever. Here's the Fast Cap. Click here to learn more, and it'll take you to the page where you can sign up.
University.
Next one starts March 5th.
The university.
3 hours per week, and it gives you the breakdown. Here's the weekly commitment, but that's where you can sign up. They're going to start doing these, I think, about 3 times a month, like a new a new group of classes because they're having great success with it. So anyway, that's where you could find. Does that help, Natalia?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of things. I get calls all the time, guys. I mean, I do like probably on a daily basis. I'll get a call or a text, and it's usually from like newer agents, DXP, which I get it, but I always try and take them back because help them see where to find the answer. And most of those answers to stuff like this, you can find in Workplace. You know, if you just do the search up there, play around with it a little bit, you'll find what you're looking for. You know, we have a lady coming in next Tuesday for our mastermind training, Get More Transactions training. We've got Cindy Nixon coming in. And she's actually the head of like the relocation with EXP, but which is also part of Revenos, and she's going to do kind of an overview of Revenos, which FastCap falls under there, Relo, REO. Like there's like 5 or 6 different things that are all part of Revenos, which most agents don't even know anything about Revenos and what it even is. And so she's going to give us a good walkthrough of that for everybody, and then there'll be plenty of time in there for Q&A along the way. Because there's so many different programs that you can get plugged into, you know. Some of them cost a little bit of money, depends on what it is, but a lot of them are free. My wife went through the Relo program, which is just free. It was like a 2-hour thing. And I mean, we've gotten multiple Relo deals out of that, you know, whatever. So and then you just got to know where to go once you get certified and what to do. But anyway, so Cindy's coming in next Tuesday, just so you guys know, a little plug for that. So. Toy, in your comments here, I saw that 5112. What is that?
Oh, that's the fast capting 5
Oh, I get
contact.
it. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Toy, if you have, I don't know if you could send it to me, maybe text me if you have that guy's number. I put him in, whoever it was, Anthony Duran. If you got a number for him or something, I'd love to just connect with him and see if we could put him on our schedule sometime, maybe for March, you know, to
Okay,
come
let me
in
look that up.
and do something.
Look up.
So that'd be great. Very cool. What else is happening? Mike, how you doing? Good to be back, getting things going. Mike was in Dallas. We were in Dallas last week. doing some stuff.
Yes, and I'll be getting with Kelly here pretty soon on creating a business funnel, leads funnel.
Cool.
So we'll start working on that. Made some calls on attraction yesterday. That was good. Connected with actually quite a few people yesterday out of California. Today's a great day to do that. I will be going out. I made 2 videos, so I made it my goal here, 3 videos a week.
Cool.
From not getting into the practice of making them, so at least 3 videos a week. So I went to 2 of my listings yesterday and made a video. And I'm also using. I also uploaded a TikTok video as well. So, you know, I don't know who's, you know, using TikTok videos. Andy, I don't know if you're using TikTok at all. But I did the, you know, YouTube videos and just trying the TikTok platform as well. So, and actually, ironically, I had a call on a listing yesterday, and she's like, "Hey, well, do you have a video of the property by any chance?" And and I actually wound up sending her the TikTok video because for whatever reason I didn't record the garage on the YouTube video. But it was easy to use. The platform, things that you could do, it was really simple. Yeah, just trying to get into the swing. Minimum 3 videos a week. Period.
It's awesome. Andy, could you speak on this for just a second? As far as like taking, and Mike, maybe you did this, whatever, but I think it'd be good just to hear about it. Like for Andy, like say, you know, here's a listing that Mike's got, somebody wants a video on it, whatever. But to be able to make that video where it's an evergreen video, where it's not just, you know, like specific for that listing and here's the price and whatever. And then once it sells, it's like, well, that video just kind of goes away because, you know, it's done. what are some suggestions you would have on that in terms of how to just do like a video that could be on your channel and be on that channel for the next 2 years and be relevant, even though the house sold, you know, whatever.
Great question, Jeff.
Yeah, I got about 5 minutes and I got to cut out. But
Sure.
so we've had that come up before where we've had clients that live in, say, like Ohio or whatever, and want us to film a specific property. Well, we take advantage of that, and we might go out and just do the video of the property, for that person, and then just video the property, but save the video, send it to them, and then turn around and video the neighborhood, and then video, so you hang on to that listing video and use it, but you also film the neighborhood and show how far it is to, like in our case, how far it is to the beach, how far it is to the grocery store, talk about the schools in the community, things of that nature. And talk about the new developments, anything new that's being built nearby. If there's a negative to it, believe it or not, negatives for some reason sell. I mean, people like to hear the negative part of everything, so if there's a really positive thing, where if it's a condo, nothing can ever be built behind it because it's a reserve or something. Well, then you mention that in the video and say nothing can ever be built back here because this is a reserve and it's a government reserve, and then just show the video, and talk about that kind of stuff. But that's the way we take those specific videos of property and turn them evergreen, is by just showing the area. You don't just talk about that one property. So there's
Okay.
really no way to just do that one property and put it on your YouTube channel and make it live forever unless you do it that way. That's the only way to really do it, is you showcase the area and show what's going on in the area.
Right. Do you put the price on that property?
I will tell the price, but I never put anything on the videos. Like,
Right, not printed, but you go, hey, this home is priced at whatever, right?
yeah, we will. And if let's just say it's a property, like a listing of ours that hasn't sold, and it might, we might do a price reduction on it or whatever. So then I might come back in the comments on that video and say, and put it in all caps, and put a couple of stars at the end of it and say price reduction on this unit since we filmed it, that kind of thing.
Okay.
If it's a listing, and we don't really focus on listing videos. I mean, we do them, of course, because you want to try to sell your own listing, but for the most part, almost all the videos we do is just talking about the area, talking about what you get. If you buy a property in Orange Beach, this is the lifestyle you're going to get. And that's kind of what we're selling, is the lifestyle, not a property. We're selling, the beach life, what it's like to live here.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
It's
I
good
like that.
stuff. I mean, just in that sense of being able to, because I see realtors do that all the time. Here's this house at 123 Main Street. It's $459,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot, whatever. But again, like what you're saying, take that. Now here's the neighborhood. If you were looking to move into this area, here's what it would be like. What you're 5 minutes away from, probably the best coffee shop in town. And I go there all the time. Let me tell you about, whatever. You could hit that, where now that video could be on your site for the next 2 or 3 years. Here's what it's like to live in this area of town.
Yes. And we also talk about, because there's certain things, like there's certain areas in Orange Beach and Gulf Shores where you cannot do short-term rentals. Even though you own a property near the beach, you can't short-term rent it. And that's the kind of thing people need to know, is because, and if we're the realtor that's telling them that, then I can't tell you the countless number of phone calls we've gotten where they're like, oh, I didn't realize that you couldn't short-term rent. I thought you could short-term rent everything at the beach. Well, you can't, so, and then they're like, oh, golly, do you have a list of stuff, of places that, that you can't short-term rent in? Because we only want to buy stuff that you can, or what are the advantages to buying something that you can't short-term rent? Well, the fact is you don't have to put up with vacationers. You don't have to worry about, if you live in a complex that has a community pool and there's no vacationers there, you've only got people who live there, then you don't have to worry about, 45 kids running around in the pool if you decide to go out there on a Sunday afternoon. That's the kind of thing that people, want to know. So, and that's the reason those videos live evergreen and kind of draw in people to call you. And that's what the whole purpose of it is.
Something
That's
else you can
awesome.
do, Mike, is go ahead and do multiple houses. When you get that call that says, "Hey, do you happen to have a video on this house?" Say, "Yeah, I do," but go shoot 2 more houses in that same neighborhood that are for sale, and then you're showing the neighborhood and what this price gets you versus this price gets you and this price gets you. And if you can't find 3 in the neighborhood, then stay in the area and talk about that general area with what the dollar buys for that amount of money, and do 3 interior, exterior, both tours.
You're muted,
I,
Mike.
I got to run.
Thanks, Andy. Good to see you, man.
See you,
Have a
buddy.
great day. Okay. Did that make sense, Mike?
It did.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Just ideas, things you could do, So, cool. Sean, good morning.
Good morning. I had to go out real quickly and do the driveway before the sun started to melt it all and turn into ice tonight. So
I hear you.
got about an inch last night.
Yeah, we got a couple here. I gotta go do that here in a little bit. It's freezing cold here today. The high today is like 10, I think, something like that. So
Yeah, it'll make it. It'll
like
make it.
10's not a high. That's not a high. What is that? That's a very cold high. Who else has something? Anybody else? Rick, Jessica. I don't know if you guys can turn on your cameras. I know sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Suzanne, David. It's good to have you guys on here.
It's 74 in Gulf Shores, by the way.
Shut up.
Be quiet, Tim. That's not fair.
I'm out of here. I'm done.
Come on down.
Unfortunately, my camera is messed up,
Oh,
but
is it? Yeah.
this is a question just for Tim. And I know
Uh-oh.
he's not quite in this area, but do you know any agents in the Wilmington, North Carolina area?
Oh, you were the one asking, Suzanne, right? Yeah, and that's why
Yeah, I'm trying to, I mean, because this is what's holding the guy back. He said he's been, he looked at EXP before, he really likes it, but he wants, quote, like that local camaraderie, because I told him about these groups and everything. So I want to be able to, at least say, okay, well, there may not be an office, but so-and-so can hold your hand, go to lunch, take them to lunch, whatever, that kind of thing, if need be.
Where's he at?
Wilmington, North Carolina. I think
He's
she said.
moving to Wilmington, North Carolina. He's living in a different part right now. He used to be a good agent here in Colorado Springs, and then moved across the country. He has not reactivated his license yet in
So
North
here's just,
Carolina.
again, and Tim, I'll let you answer it because she asked you, but here's what I do. Suzanne, again, I just went to Workplace and I just typed in Wilmington, and here's a Wilmington, North Carolina group with 86 people in it.
Wow. Okay. I went in there and did post a message, but I didn't know that that you could do that. So
And you could go in here, I just searched Wilmington, but then there's all these like Lee Boxer, well, he's deactivated, there's a few people left, Erwina, Hartani, Wilmington, North Carolina, like even to call a few of these people and just find out, like, hey,
Right.
just checking in, here's what's going on. And, I just want to see what's going on back there. What kind of group do you have? Do you guys ever get together, do things? Just have a conversation with somebody. And now you can go back and talk to that person, So anyway.
That's a good idea. I have a friend that she's gonna come on Thursday for the presentation. I think you do Thursday, right? Presentations.
Are you talking about an overview?
For the EXP, yeah.
For an overview, we don't have like a set meeting, but we've got everything recorded. If you want to just show one of our recordings, but there is a live
Rob
meeting.
Flick has one on Thursday at 12 noon, and then Jay Nelson at 6 p.m.
Oh, there you go.
At 12 noon, who has it?
Rob Flick.
What time zone is that when you say 12 noon?
It's PST time for me.
Okay,
Yes.
Pacific.
Pacific. Okay. Because I like the first day presentation. I think it was with Rob too. And this girl, she's in Salt Lake City. She was one of the best, #1 in KW. She's looking into moving in XP, but she doesn't like some rumors about it. So I invited her first day to ask more questions. So having a group of EXP realtors that are icon in Salt Lake City area, that will give her motivation to hang out with them and find out more too. That's a good idea with the groups.
Suzanne, here's another answer to your question. You go to expenterprise.com, click on agent directory. There's 94 agents in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And when you get an objection about an area, you really have to go here, show them this. Look, there's 94 agents. All you've got to really do is get plugged in. And then talk about Freedom Team. You know, we're doing
Right.
4 trainings a week, and just push them to plug in. There's 3,000 of us in this Freedom Team organization, and that
Oh,
should
wow. I
fill
didn't
their
realize we had
palate.
that many.
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize we had that many. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot, but
Yeah.
well, thank you. I'm definitely learning a few things today. So
Good.
uh,
And that was expenterprise.com. I went
Okay.
here, clicked on the agent directory, and then I typed in Wilmington, North Carolina right here, and it brought me, well, this is different now. But anyway, that was the 96 or 98 Wilmington agents that I
Right.
saw.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he definitely would not be alone between the Freedom Team and, you know, local people or whatever. And he's a good agent. It's not like he's, you know, brand new, but I guess some people prefer that camaraderie or whatever.
Suzanne, what else I would do also is jump in and either go talk to the broker, right? Find if there's a broker right there that might connect with them. Some of those brokers are very outgoing and definitely help you attract. Then also, if you go to your EXP back office, you can get corporate to help you. Once he's watched, at least seen something he's interested, you can pull somebody in from corporate. They'll do a 3-way call. They'll set up a Zoom. So go to your my.exprealty.com. And when you first go there, you'll see there's a little box over there to ask for corporate's help. But they just want you to at least have shown them something first.
Okay,
And
what
that's
was that
prospecting.
address you said? Of course my pen stopped.
It's my.exprealty.com.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Toy, you got your hand up.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I got 2 things. Sean, you had mentioned before in the past about Wealth Wednesdays, Rob here in Arizona. Do you know the information? I would love to start plugging it with him and start bringing people to there and start recruiting.
Oh,
And then
to his Wealth
with-
Building Wednesday.
yeah, you said there was Rob who was doing Wealth Building Wednesday on Arizona somewhere.
I'm pretty sure he still does. We can all go try to look it up. I do not have that website, the
Okay.
link or anything like that. Anybody have that to Rob, or we can see if we can look it up real quick. Last I heard,
Yeah.
he was doing it.
Yeah, I'd love to start plugging in and bringing people there. I think that'd be a great way
Tom,
of
shoot him a
starting it.
text.
That's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to shoot him one.
Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
put it on
Tim,
there, brother.
And then Tim, I don't know if you looked at my school message with you and Andy replied, but I'm
Not yet.
having trouble. I'm having trouble with that TubeBuddy thing because there's monthly searches and then there's the score, the overall score. And so when I find one, I can't find the other. So it could have a good overall score, but there's no monthly search data. There's insufficient data. And he's saying it should be above 500K, and there's nothing above 500K. And if there is, the overall score is like really low. So I'm stuck between the two.
Yeah, it's my understanding if there's insufficient data, it's not a term you want to use. You want to find better phrases that are going to rank. You know, you got to have people searching using that search term to find your site if you've got those tags in videos in your site.
What if the overall score is low though? That's not important.
I'm not following you. You mean it's got good data, but it's got a low score?
Yeah, it's either one or the other. There's rarely that the overall score is high and has a high monthly search. It's weird. They don't have insufficient data, but a high score. But then it may have a low overall score, but the monthly search volume is high.
Yeah, I'd have to defer to Andy specifically on that. So I don't do a whole lot of that anymore. But I believe what I said is correct. Insufficient data, just stay away from that search term. Keep going, keep changing it up until you find something that scores well.
Okay, cool. I'll keep plugging that. Thank you.
And it might be, Louisville real estate versus Louisville, Kentucky real estate versus real estate in Louisville versus new homes in Louisville versus Louisville new homes. I mean, there's so many iterations of a phrase, and you'll hit on one that gets searched generally.
So if something has an overall score of 100 over 100, but there's no data, you don't want that.
I don't think so. Let's get back with Andy on that to be sure, though. I don't think you want to do that, though.
Gotcha.
And Toy, maybe one of the reasons you're not getting great response from two buddies is you have too many buddies.
Eric, how you doing? What can we help you
Good
with,
looking,
Eric?
dude. What was that, sir?
What can we
I
help-
was on earlier, and all of a sudden I got a call, and I had to take it. But what were you asking, sir?
What can we help you with, Eric?
Be my friend. No, I'm excited about 2025. Good things are happening. Agents are moving. They're interested. Conversations are easier than they've been on that side. Lead generating techniques are working.
Mm-hmm.
Market's softening up. So no, I'm just encouraged. I'm here to assist any way I can.
Did you guys get courted, Eric, and all you guys? Did you guys get courted, and how's that going?
Courted is really cool for me. It's the ability for me to sort people that were at EXP and left over 6 months ago and what kind of transaction volume they've been doing is, for me, again, just gives me more confidence when I make the call. I'm gonna make the comment that they do have some things that are on the transaction side as well, but the real value, again, when I look at, you asked the question for agent attraction. Did he go? He left.
Did he fall out? No, he's here.
Okay. Yeah, so I love the idea. Look, anytime you can make a call and be a little bit more confident or more likely that someone's going to move, it's just a more positive experience. So
Definitely. I put that picture there in the chat because I saw that yesterday. It was encouraging. When you look at the numbers, a record percent of people are planning to buy a home this year. Survey that they take every year. It's been 11%, and this year it's 15%, which is kind of cool.
5% more than it was.
Yeah. So anyway.
Well, I think part of that has to do with the fact that people are now settled into the interest rate.
Yeah, they're getting more and more used to it, just comfortable with it. Like, it is what it is. We still need to make our move. We've been holding tight for a year. Like, we got to get out of here. Like, let's do it. And so more and more people are getting comfortable with that.
And the uncertainty,
yeah,
the uncertainty of the election is behind us now too. A lot of people were taking a wait and see attitude.
Yeah, for sure. I think things will pick up here. They're starting to pick up here. I mean, I know Lane was out with some buyers yesterday. Looking, we had a couple of homes go under contract. They're falling apart right now because of inspection issues. One of them's being ridiculous, but anyway, that is what it is. These new home buyers, they're closing here in March, I believe it is. So that's coming. So new listing we put on week and a half ago. I had it under contract in a week, 600,000, 630.
Good.
So that was cool. So it's contingent on a house selling in Florida down there by Eric. So
No, not by Eric.
go show that house, Eric. Come on,
Not by Eric, but by Eric.
So it's picking up. It's getting busier and busier. I'm starting to see it. So And yesterday was good. I don't know if you guys, however many of you guys were on there with Sean, his part two. That recording will be up probably later today. I thought it was excellent. I mean,
He's really good.
he really does some great stuff, with, the way he markets to his group, all the ideas that were on there, different systems and things that he uses to, keep his sphere, his name in front of his database. So anybody else use that Contacts Plus? Has anybody ever done that? I haven't done that. $100 a year. I'm like, that's interesting. Like really sorting through your phone, using that as your, I don't know. It's interesting. Some good stuff.
Let's take Contacts Plus. I hadn't heard of it.
It's like yeah, you can get it online, but it links up like to your iPhone. It links to all your contacts, and then you can, he tags everybody, primary, secondary, other, I think, and agent.
Right.
And so he's got like his primary people like tagged that way. Secondary agents are tagged as agents. Others would be like your vendors or just other people, whatever. It could be friends from college that live on the other side of the country, that kind of stuff, whatever. But he's just got everybody tagged in there. And then this sorts them and it keeps it up to date. So he can send out like, again, sort by tags in his phone and do different things and do it all in here. Yeah. So
You cannot email from there though.
right.
Oh, that just reminded me. I don't know if you guys know WhatsApp has a business WhatsApp, and it does a lot of that same thing.
Okay.
You can sort out your leads, and you can actually mass text on business WhatsApp too.
Okay. Interesting.
Business WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw one of the training at EXP and I applied it, and yeah, there's a WhatsApp for business. So look it up. It's really neat.
How different all that is than the Reach app. I mean, I use that Reach app. Is it probably just a lot more user friendly maybe than that? Anybody use Reach?
I've never
use
reached
Reach.
a Reach app.
I use Reach.
Yeah, I wonder if it's kind of a competitor of that, which you
Yeah.
just showed. But
Reach is
Oh,
just
that.
texting.
yeah, but you said that's just texting, the one he just showed as well? Text only, not email?
No, the one Eric just played, Contacts Plus, you cannot email from it. The whole point in that is easily manage all your contacts in one place. So when you when you add somebody to your iPhone, it's in your CRM. When you add somebody to your CRM, it's on your iPhone. It removes all the duplicates and so forth, allows you to categorize people. But when you want to email them, you export the file and then email it with MailChimp or something else.
Yeah. He uses BombBomb. He'll send them all out a newsletter like every week. Like his assistant will export like all of his primaries out and then puts them into BombBomb, sends them all a mass email through that. Different things. Go ahead.
I want to mind people. People are worried about how often you connect with people. People that want to hear from you as often as you send things out. I mean, there is an over volume, but don't hesitate being consistent with people. They will appreciate, especially if it's good information, if it's interesting. They may blow it off and read it when they want to read it, but it's not like being on Facebook and you got somebody that put something out 6 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 3 hours ago. It's just a meme from somebody else. We don't like watching that stuff. I think if anybody's on Facebook. But people that post regularly, that's interesting, is interesting. By the way, I wanted to throw this in, and I don't know whether any of you ever talked about this, but Everly, my wife, has 2 vacation properties that are just difficult to move. They've been on the market now for many months. We've reduced the price. They're beautiful compared to everything else, but it just haven't moved. So finally, we decided, okay, we got to get through this. The seller, we got to drop the price again, 10 or 20 grand. And but we wanted to do it in a way that was different than before. So she went and pulled all the listings that did a CMA and sort of get an idea of everything going on. And then she put it into ChatGPT and she said, give me a letter that I can send or an email that I can send to my seller explaining why we need to drop the price. And it went bam. And it was beautiful. And we said a prayer and cried and sent it out. So if you've not used it for that purpose or whatever, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Something else you might consider for her, Eric, is go to your favorite lender and ask them, hey, we're thinking about dropping the price 25 grand. Tell me what your rate would be for an average borrower with a decent credit score if my seller bought down the rate by $25,000 instead of lowering the price, and market it with that angle so they can get 5.25% instead of 6.25% or whatever the numbers are.
It's a great
I would
idea.
give that a try as well.
Thank you.
Maybe even before you do the reduction, and never call it a reduction to a seller.
weird.
Call it a price improvement.
Yeah. Price improve. Yeah, improve it for everybody. Everybody's buying. Another thing, if you're doing any, this happened to me the other day. I was on a meeting in a Zoom, and someone was using Fathom Note Taker. Others may do the same thing, but at the end of the meeting, it wasn't everything we said. It was merely the bullet points prioritized on action point. We didn't even sell them the action points. We just talked. Super scary because it took all the information and it's put it into the AI universe. We used to worry about Big Brother. Now it's alien intervention. But the truth is, I got an email off of a business call I was on the other day, and again, it can be used with buyers and sellers. If you're doing a Zoom with somebody and you're talking to them about a listing presentation, you're talking to them about price adjustments, if you're talking about anything, it will literally in 30 seconds deliver to you one incredibly neat email that hits all the points. So,
yep.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I'll be back tomorrow if anybody wants to talk about agent attraction. We got some really new things, and what they are old things you haven't done yet. So.
Cool.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Anybody else got anything you want to hit? We got another 10 minutes, or we could wrap it up now. Either way, it's all good. So, anyone going once?
Get out of class early? Are you kidding? We're out. We out. Have a good weekend.
Yeah. Have a great day, everybody. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for being here.
All right. Bye-bye.